गवर्नमेंट का बस्ता बड़ा बड़ा होता है, यू नो दैट, राइट, और वो इस पे रख करके और भागेंगे। तो बस्ता रखा है इस पे ऊपर से, उस समय इतना ज्यादा व्हीकल्स होते नहीं थे, isn't it? Some people will keep on their overhead, let's say that they will जैसे कि run. It is, let's say that, कि आज की डेट में अगर आप ऐसे करते हैं ना तो वो it is very laughable ना। अगर आप 30 years बैक करते हैं तो समझ में आता है, तो आज के डेट में अगर आप इलेक्शन रिग करते हैं ना तो it is very, let's say that, कि it is intolerable, that you can consider. 7 फेज में इलेक्शन होगा तो और भी ज्यादा डिस्टर्ब होगा, एंड यू कैन नॉट जस्टिफाई इट, क्वेश्चंस योर, लेट्स से दैट, की एबिलिटी टू कंडक्ट इलेक्शंस। This is how the question was asked related to electronic voting machine. This question, how, let's say, it is further questioning. So this is basically question was trying to depict this one. This. So TN session, and this is how there was, let's say, once, let's say, decline. You can see that how there were practice, lots of rigging, booth capturing. You do not know. We have observed this all as, let's say, in our childhood time. That elections will be often the area I belong. So there I have told you that how Brahmin and Kshatri will fight like anything among themselves because they dominate in our area, and Kshatri will beat Brahmins, and it was a high school where elections would be conducted. My, let's say, area I belong, it has primary school also, it has high school also. That time, let's say, high school in a village, this, but they have not allowed to that school to be run in a such way. Anyhow, so there used to be, let's say, fight. Every time elections conducted, they would be cancelled because all the Kshatri people side will come and they will cast the vote of entire, let's say, that village people. And when other people will go for their voting, they would find that their votes have been cast. Yes. Then you can find so many such practice where women were not allowed to enter in polling stations, you know that. Dalits, weaker section, they were not allowed to enter even in polling stations. And their votes were cast by those dominant sections. That was called, let's say, that election rigging. Rigging still it did not stop. Then booth capturing, you know that booth capturing kya hota hai? So some gangs type people will come and capture the booth, right? And it was ballot box. The box, let's say, मतलब बस्ता बोलते हैं उसको, let's say that. The government का बस्ता बड़ा बड़ा होता है, you know that, right? और वो इस पे रख करके और भागेंगे। तो बस्ता रखा है इस पे ऊपर से, उस समय इतना ज्यादा व्हीकल्स होते नहीं थे, isn't it? Some people will keep on their overhead, let's say that they will just run this, take that, and they will try to run, let's say, take away that those ballots, let's say that, because it was ballot paper, the ballots, let's say, they took away, and they would run. Then police would, let's say, run behind them, and they will also fire, right? Election time used to have been had कि someone was taking away that की बस्ता and police fired and he died. उधर से काउंटर फायरिंग भी होता था, इसको रिटेलिएशन, जो बूथ कैप्चर करता था वो रिटेलिएट करता था, इस तरीके का इलेक्शंस होता था, खासकर यूपी और बिहार, यू नो दैट, दिस आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर कि one young DSP died in firing, not because the bullet hit him, out of shock. This you can say that. So still I know that place and where he died. So out of shock, let's say, bullet just crossed, let's say that. Out of shock he died. So that used to be the scenario in find booth capturing and rigging. This and डर के मारे then people will not go to venture. People will not venture out, go and give vote. The elections turnout was also very less. You should know this also. But gradually when we started 90s onwards, all these reforms, gradual reforms, Model Code of Conduct is also by Election Commission of India, which separately will tell you what exactly. Then antecedents related to candidates, their assets, their criminal backgrounds, including now let's say if you are disqualified for 2 or more years, so then you stand disqualified for 6 years. जो राहुल गांधी वाला केस है, Lily Thomas judgment. So that also we'll talk separately, let's say how it happens. Then EVMs are main instrument you can consider. The EVMs are the main instrument of free and fair elections, which let's say we introduce, our election commission let's say introduce, including voter ID etc gradually. These things help. This is how let's say it improved. 90s onwards it improved, but once again let's say somehow we are going down, let's say that once again free and fair elections are seriously being questioned. With each election you can say that each election, free and fair elections are being questioned, because there are now new challenges of free and fair elections. One, let's say that one set of challenges election commission was able to overcome. Now there are new challenges. New challenges are Cambridge Analytica. Whether social media and the social media companies are foreign, let's say players are influencing elections. Then Pegasus matter, and whether the opponents are political, let's say that those who are in opposition, they are under surveillance. That aspect challenge can consider that. Then EVM and VVPAT issue you can consider. Once again we have started doubting electronic voting machines. और इस बार तो ये 3 स्टेट्स के इलेक्शन के बाद अब तो ओपनली लोग आ गए हैं. और मेयर इलेक्शन वो तो पकड़ा गया है, उधर देख रहा है कहाँ, सीसीटीवी कैमरा में देख रहा है. ठीक है, ठीक है, तो सीसीटीवी कैमरा में देख रहा है. He say murder of democracy. Yes, it is, let's say that कि आज के डेट में अगर आप ऐसे करते हैं ना तो वो it is very laughable ना. अगर आप 30 years back करते हैं तो समझ में आता है. Right. आज के डेट में अगर आप इलेक्शन रिग करते हैं ना तो it is very, let's say that कि it is intolerable, that you can consider. So that is what we'll find, let's say कि new challenges. The electronic voting machines and VVPAT issue you can consider, that debate. Plus Election Commission of India as an institution itself. This. So by the time let's say कि जैसे कि let's you are preparing. So when you are preparing that foundation stage your challenge is different. When you appear in mains examination your challenge is different. तो उस स्टेज में आपका प्रिपेयर्डनेस लेवल अलग होना चाहिए. इस स्टेज में आपका प्रिपेयर्डनेस लेवल अलग है ना. उसी तरह से कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूशन होता है. तो ये लेट्स से दैट इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी दैट कि वंस यू हैव अचीव्ड फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शन सो देन यू मेंटेन इट, because new developments come, and when new developments come so they start posing new challenges, so you have to overcome new challenges. And then it will decide whether you are conducting free and fair election in the new challenges. The Election Commission of India faces new challenges, including Election Commission of India itself is being questioned now. No? The institutional integrity of Election Commission of India itself is under question. This we can consider, especially in recent elections, as you told that, this we have written. Yes, this, especially let's say that this 16th and 17th elections, like say criminalization has increased. The number of, let's say 43% it has got, 43%. This And Election Commission of India, you know its behavior, how it has behaved in last 2 elections and plus state elections. Its behavior, you know that. West Bengal election is conducted in 7 phases. Look, जहां पे आप पूरे नेशन में 1 इलेक्शन होल्ड करने के लेट से प्रॉमिस कर रहे हो, और वो उसी लेट से दैट की कंट्री में एक स्टेट में 7 फेजेज में इलेक्शन होता है. This, and that is also not a state which is disturbed state.
So it is actually disturbed because of 2 parties only. The conflict between BJP and that only it is very disturbed.
नहीं, वो तो अलग बात है. देखो 7 फेज में तो और भी ज्यादा डिस्टर्ब होगा. 7 फेज में इलेक्शन होगा तो और भी ज्यादा डिस्टर्ब होगा. एंड यू कैन नॉट जस्टिफाई. It questions your, let's say that ki ability to conduct elections. This, if you cannot conduct in state in one go elections, then how can you conduct elections simultaneously in the entire country? So both are conflictual. The second thing is, let's say that ki what they do. पहले मान लो कि इतने फेज में इलेक्शन हो रहा है, राइट? तो ये पूरे एरिया जितने ये अभी पूरे स्टेट का जो एरिया है, यहाँ के लोग सारे फ्री है, सबको यहाँ लेके आया गया. बस सबको यहाँ लेके आएगा. वो जाएंगे, लोगों को धमकाएंगे, डराएंगे और लेट्स से दैट कि ड्रिंक पिलाएंगे. बस ऐसे होगा. अब ये यहाँ फिनिश हो गया, अब चलते हैं यहाँ पर. अब यहाँ वाले भी फ्री हो गए और यहाँ का अब एक्सपीरियंस भी हो गया. It is, so basically it is not election. This, and you just, let's say that you put everything into this now. This all sort of things you put in that election. Just simply that you want to win election. This. So then election, if you conduct in one day, this will not happen. This, and quite पहले भी तो होता था इलेक्शन. पहले भी तो उसी स्टेट में इलेक्शन होता था. Anyhow, just we are highlighting, let's see some of the behaviors of election commission. That's why it has been questioned. This. Then VVPAT, its response on VVPAT has been very mute. Election Commission has not been able to, let's say, objectively and clearly respond to the questions related to VVPAT. This. So doubts related to Election Commission of India, once again, let's say there is a cloud, let's say that people do not view Election Commission of India today the way they used to view Election Commission few, let's say that years back. This. Even if elections are free and fair, but people have doubts, so we need to address their doubts. We need to address their suspicions. This, we need to address their questions. Even we say elections can be free and fair, still elections are free and fair. Rigging होता तो foreign media आपको छोड़ेगा नहीं. वो तो बैठा हुआ है, इंतजार कर रहे हैं, वेट कर रहे हो कि कब होगा रिगिंग इंडिया में, ताकि मौका मिलेगा हमें रेट इंडिया को डिराइड करने को, इमेज मिलाइन करने को. दे आर वेटिंग फॉर दैट. बस, और थोड़ा सा भी उनको कहीं से मिल जाएगा, दे विल नॉट लीव. नाउ इवन यूनाइटेड नेशंस, इट हैज नाउ आल्सो वॉच ऑन इलेक्शंस इन इंडिया. This, that is a challenge. Anyhow, this we considered. So that what, let's say that a time that Election Commission was able to bring free and fair elections. It is still substantially, let's say, you can consider, but yes, there are new challenges and issues related to elections. That's why Election Commission of India has started facing challenges and criticisms.